All right, I'll keep teaching here. Creamer rule. So let's say they give you some smaller problems to do. That's one of the hard ones. Let's do a smaller one, okay? So 3x plus 8y equals 5. 6x plus 16y equals 7. So obviously, so what's my 3, 6, 8, 16? That's our initial drawing, A, which we know is 0, by the way. Why? Because it's multiples, remember? 2 times, remember, from last section. Next, so that's our A. Therefore, you don't have to do any more work. Why? Because if you're finding the determinant, remember, you're looking for x. Ax is going to be over A, determinant. The determinant is 0, so therefore, it's always going to be over 0. Therefore, anything over 0 is undefined. Therefore, this does not work. You don't need to do any more work that way. I understand. You could solve the rest of it out. How would you do that? What would your Ax be? Our Ax would be 5, 7, and 8 to 16. So cross multiply, right? 5 times 16 minus 7 times 8. 5 times 16 is going to give you 30, 80. 80 minus 56, 24. So if you really want to see it, there you go. 24 over 0, which is undefined, so that's a null set. All right? Any questions? All right? So keep that in mind as you go through the process. Now, watch carefully. What happens if I take the same equation and it's 5 and 10? Now what happens? Well, now it gets a little bit more iffy. Why? 3, 8, 6, 16. Right? Well, we know that's 0. Right? Okay? We know that's going to be 0. All right? Okay? Okay, how do I know that? 48 minus 48. Now, what is Ax going to be? Our Ax is going to be what? 5 and 10, 8 and 16. That's also going to be 0. How do I know? 80 minus 80 is 0. So, question, class, 0 over 0. What's my answer? 0. So therefore, if they have even functions, then guess what? The answer is 0. But if they don't, and these functions are different, it becomes an undefined question. So let's do one more example, and then I'll let you work on your homework, all right? Okay, so here we go. So if they give you A, and it says this, 3, 5, negative 4, negative 6. They give you B, which is equal to negative 7, 4, negative 5, and 8. Okay, and it says show that AB is equal to A times B. Okay, so they want you to find the determinant of these two multiplied and show that they will be different, okay, or they would be equal to if you multiply these first. Okay, so let's show that work. So let's say we had to do the multiplication first. So it's 3 times. So first off, let's do our determinant. What's our determinant for this one? Negative 18 minus 20. Okay? Right? So that's going to give me 2. And this one's going to be negative 56 plus or minus a minus 20, which is a negative 36. Okay? So we got our two determinants. If we did A times B, so we multiplied them, we're going to be left with negative 72. Okay, so we know that. Next, what was AB? AB is when we take them and we just put them together. Okay? All right, so what do? How do we find that? Okay, so how do we find that? Where does the AB come from? So AB is going to be 37, negative 37, negative 47. negative 59, and negative 73. Okay? And when we do our math, do our cross multiplication, you're left with 2701 minus 2773, negative 72. So, idea for you, continue to look at these different problems so you can solve them using the information you have. All right? Okay, good luck.